This is the way that I reconcile QuickBooks against the Bancorp South account. There's a million ways to do it. This is just the way that I do it. I open up QuickBooks and I log into Bancorp South and I pull down the list of transactions from Bancorp South. I go into my business checking account. I'm going to download them into an Excel sheet. I'm going to sort them by date and by amount, and then go down the line and figure out what's there and what's not. I hit on over here to download spreadsheet. Spreadsheet will download. I open up the spreadsheet, lower this window down, open up my spreadsheet on QuickBooks. It's going to ask me if I want to convert them to decimal numbers so that I can search them easier. I'm going to click yes. I'm going to maximize all the columns, highlight them all, sort them, put a filter on them, go to date, unselect everything. I only want the transactions for the date of the month that I'm reconciling, which in this case is January. Click January, sort them by date, sort them by amount, from smallest to largest. So this is everything that Bancorp South shows to have come out or gone into the bank. So each one of these transactions should be on QuickBooks. I do this at the end. I used to do this at the end of every month. And yeah, so this goes down. Bancorp. Go to reports, banking, reconcile on QuickBooks. Gonna make sure that the date is for 131. I'm also gonna make sure that these numbers match. This beginning balance is the ending amount of my previous balance, and the ending balance should be on my statement. So if I go back to the Bancorp South account and at the end, the statement won't be available until the first of the month. So you can go to online statements. Once the statement is there, that amount should match. You're going to click on the statement. The statement will get downloaded. You can click on it here. This is the statement. I like to download the statement and then run an OCR. OCR just lets me search within the text of the document in case I'm looking for a specific transaction. If you notice here on the statement, this amount 107,434.87 is the same as this. So this amount matches your previous balance, so you're good there. And the ending balance is going to be the same as this ending balance on the statement you just downloaded from Cadence Bank, 112,735.69. So you're going to change this from 112,735.69. Make sure your start dates are 0101 and your end dates are 0131, and you're going to continue. Going back to the Excel sheet and to the statement, I pull up the statement and I use a piece of software called Nitro PDF. I review the software and I OCR it, which allows me to search within the text of the document. Let that run. I'm going to go back to the Excel sheet and I'm going to sort these just as they are by largest to smallest. On my computer, I have a lot of windows open, so this takes a while, but it should be a little bit faster. I then sort these amounts on both of these columns on the QuickBooks side. I'm going to sort them out, and then I'm going to go down the line one by one. And I'm going to see what's here, but what's not on one sheet, but what is on the other. And I know those are the transactions that haven't yet been recorded. Once all those transactions are in there, it should match the total, and I can reconcile the end of the month. Again, I have various windows open, so this is slower on my end, but it should be a lot faster on yours. Once you sort this out, I begin by the deductions first, so I'm going to go through the 47 to 10, and I know that's there. It's already clicked. So I'm good to go there. Now it's 2 payments of 40,000. I'm gonna click those two. 38,368. That's there. 32,433. That's there. 29,244. That's there. 27,498. That's there. 25,406. 2 payments of 20,000 are there. 1 extra is there. So I'm gonna take away the oldest payment, which is 131. I got 2 payments of 30 here. 2 payments of 30 there. 19,710 is there. 18,065 is there. 15,000 is there. 11,982 is there. 11,320. 6042 is there. 5239 is there. 4082 is there. 4020 is there. 4000 is there. 3640. 3189 is not there, so I'm going to highlight it. 3160 is not there, so I'm going to highlight it. 3159.74 is there. 3055. 29078 is not there, so I'm going to highlight it. 2712 is not there, I'm going to highlight it. 2171 is there, and it's clicked. 1918, 1847, 1730, 1656, 1599 is not there, I'm going to highlight it. 1523, I have 1, 2, 3 payments of 1523 that are selected. Sometimes I've been having this issue where the check numbers are skewed. It's a glitch that I'm getting on QuickBooks. I know how to fix it, but I haven't done that yet. But I go in there and I check that I changed the check numbers to what they should match. I know I have 3 at 71, so I'm gonna clear these out. 1523.71 is there. 1523.72 is there. 1512.74 is not yet there, so I'm gonna highlight it. 1500 is there. 1409.99 is there. 1396.65, 1396.64, 1396.63, 65, 364s, 1312.69, 1308.77, 1308.77, 1308.76, 1285 is not there. I'm going to highlight it. 1227.13 is there. 1200, 2 payments of 1200, neither one of those are there. I'm going to highlight them. 1168.21, it's not there. I'm going to highlight it. 1138.07, 1134.76, 1011.59 is there. 988.39, 975.67. Here, 975.67, 941.46, 913.39, 905.72, 886.25, 865.57, 850.14, 822.09, 820.49, 819.56, 805.83, 800 is not there. I'm going to highlight it. 775.82 is not there. I'm going to highlight it. 771 is not there. 731, 2 payments for 731, neither one of those are there. I'm going to highlight them both. 706.72 is there, clicked. 745 is there, clicked. 694.82, highlight it. 677, highlight it. 645, 640, that's the wrong one. 645 is not there. I'm going to highlight it. 616.71, 611.64, 584.24, click it. 581.89, 577.66, 576.75. I'm down here. 574.16. If I don't get lost, I'm going to mark my spot. I'm going to change the color on that to a purple. That's the last number I clicked. $568.45. 568.45 is there. 567.14. 561.51. 540.94. 537.32. 502.73. 501.68. 500 is not there. 488.13. 458.43. 451.30. 44622, 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4. 44422 one time, 44423 one time. So I've got one check missing. 90667. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 44622s. 1, 2, 3, 4. 44622 and 44422. There we go. 37739 is not there. I'm gonna highlight it. 35636. It's not there. 33411 is there. You just haven't clicked it. Another payment for 33411. You highlight that. It's not there. 33010. 30484. It's not there. I'm gonna click it. 29061. 28275. 26193. 25010 is not there. 250 is not there. 22156 not there. 21675 just haven't clicked on it. 18865 just haven't clicked on it. 166621 is not there. 15143 it's there, just haven't clicked on it. 11923 is not there. 11166 is not there. 9605 is not there. 8077 I got it 4 times. I want to make sure that I got it 4 times here. Neither of the ones are there, so I gotta log all those. 73 7126 73 is not there. 7126 just trying to click on there. 5680 is not there. 50 and 3181. 50 is there. 3181 is there. 3634 I need to unclick on it. For whatever reason it's clicked here, but it's not there, so I'm gonna click on it, click it off. 3181, 3081, 2191, 2116, 20, 1372 is not there. 13 is not there. 862. Okay, keep going down the line. 862, it's there, it's clicked. 556, just needed to click it. 530 is clicked. 3 and 3 is clicked, and 246 is not there yet. So now I know that everything that's highlighted on this Excel sheet are things that have hit the bank but have not yet been logged into QuickBooks. And I'm going to do the same for the next column, which is the deposits column. Once again, a million ways to do it. This is the way I do it. I sort again, and I'm going to go right down the line the same way that I did for the first column. 4749 is right there. 37304, it's right there. 33200, that's not there, so I'm going to highlight it. 26775, 21 44470, 19 66784, 18 03823, 17 506, 17 310, need to click on it. 17 01202, need to click on it. 16 580, 15 248, 14 791, 14 542, 11876 is there. 11 8 1208, need to click on it. 11 0815 is there. 10 97168, 10 183 is there. 10 12786 is there. 9605, it's clicked. 9275, need to click on it. 87 52 36, it's clicked. 81 59 92, it's there. 80 66 82, it's not there. I need to find it. 806108, it's not there. I need to find it. 6391 57, it's there. 6697 67, 6352 11. Can you click on it? 6405 26, click. 6353 84, not there. I need to find it. 6052 52, it's right there. 57 14 89, click on it. 56 98 39, need to click on it. 50 34 24, it's already clicked. 45 34 02, 45 28, need to click on it. 37 67 10, it's not there. I need to find it. 36 55, it's not there. I need to find it. 37 74 40, 33 46 50, 24 94, need to click on it. 30 23 76 25, it's clicked. 21 50 28, 21 50 28, not there. 21 03 53, 19 59 45, 1596.69, need to click on it. 1164.30, need 100 down. 968.40, need 100 down. 954.82, need to click on it. 940.67, click. 897.53, click. 703.63, need to find it. 654.91, need to click on it. 484.94, it's already clicked. 426.60, need to click on it. 387.74, it's there. 265.28, need to click on it. 252.01, click. 163.67, 151.54, click. 150.32, there. So everything that's highlighted now is things that have not yet been logged into QuickBooks. So I'm going to sort by those, and I'm only going to show everything that's highlighted. This is what I need to now make sure that it's in QuickBooks somewhere. The deposits, it's a little different way of doing it, and I'll go through it. The deductions, I just got to make sure that I put this into QuickBooks, and this is how I do that. Shit. I'll start with the deposits. The first one is this deposit for $33,200.47. It's very close, and the date matches this, so it's pretty obvious that closeout batch is just probably incorrect. It's just the deposits itself, all the transactions. There's probably one that carried over to the next day, and we just logged it on this one. So the best way to do it is I'm gonna everything that says Merchant Bank CD. Hi, this is Eric with Bits Metals. How can I help you? My bad, man. One by one by what? Yeah. We got 20 footers. Yeah. Yes, sir. Give me a second. Antes de las taxas te sale a 24.95. Sí, 34.95. Everything that says merchant bank account, in order to figure out how those hit, you have to go into the website called Card Connect. I'll send you the login credentials for it. Card Connect is just a browser, and those totals will match up what they show on their deposits. I go to Card Connect. Bits Metals is the username. I'll send you the password. I'm going to log in. Before it authenticates me, it's going to send Mark an email. Mark's email will automatically kick it to my email. It didn't this time. I guess I authenticated. But whenever you log in, it sends Mark an email with a 6-digit code. Usually, I have Mark email it to me, or I just auto forward it to my email. Once I'm in Card Connect, I'm gonna go down to the reporting tab, and try to send this. I'm gonna go down to the reporting tab, and what I'm looking for on Card Connect is I'm looking for these, all the ones that say Merchant Bank Card. I'm gonna see how they hit and why they don't match what I show QuickBooks as to what should have been there. So the first one is on 130. I'm gonna go over here on the Card Connect portal, and I'm gonna go to funding, and I'm gonna click on that, and I'm gonna find that amount within this column right here. So I know this is from 130, 24. And it's right here. The date might not match up 100%, but the total will. $33,247, $200.47. I'm going to click on it, and it's going to show me this is just an extension of Clover. Really, when you run a card, it goes through Clover. Clover processes it, and then it sends it to Card Connect. And Card Connect takes out their fees, their credit card processing fees, and then they deposit it into the bank. So whatever you run on Clover, I will show it here in Card Connect. It's just an extension of the account, but it's a different name, different URL than Clover.com. So once I look in here, I see all the amounts, all the amounts that make up that 33,247, and I need to figure out why that number doesn't match this number, which is more often than not. I can just double click on it and look through those, and I know I should have 37 transactions, which total that up. So I'm going to open up this deposit, which I'm pretty sure that's the one that's off. It's only off by $100, and I'm gonna the way that I do it, just to figure that out, is I do the math on it. So $33,200.47 is what Card Connect deposited into the bank. I told QuickBooks that it should have been $32,332.72. The difference in that is going to be the total for one of these transactions more often than not. So 32,332.72 minus 33,200.47. 32,332.72 minus 33,200.47 is 867.75. 867.75. So one of these is not there. So all these transactions should be here. There's either an extra one or one that's short. And I see here 867.75, which is the difference between what Clover deposited against what I told QuickBooks is right here, 867.75. So we made a sale on this date that I didn't log into it, 887.65. And there's a million ways to figure that out. This is the way that I know how to do, how to find it and where it went. So that total 887.65, I'm going to go in QuickBooks and I'm going to go to Customer Center. I need to close some windows. And I'm going to go to Receive Payments. And I know this is for last month, so I'm going to go to the last month. And I'm going to sort by the amount, which is already sorted by, and I'm looking for 887.65. And I want to make sure that I told QuickBooks that we received the payment for 887.65, and then I want to find how I deposited it. It's right here, 887.65, right there. So this payment should have gone in along with this deposit, with all these other transactions to make up the total of $33,247. I'm not sure where I deposited this, but to figure that out, you go to Reports, you go to Transaction History, you go to the deposit, and I deposit this. This is logged in QuickBooks, but it's logged as being deposited on its own. So that's the reason why this doesn't match. So the best thing to do is go to click Edit and delete this deposit, and it's gonna send it back to your banking make deposits window. So I'm gonna close this out. I'm also gonna find the deposit that I logged in QuickBooks that was incorrect, and I'm gonna delete it, and I'm gonna join all those together, and the total should match. So if I go back to the reconciliation window, this is the deposit that's missing the 887.65 that I just deleted. I'm gonna open it up, and I'm gonna delete that deposit as well. Edit, delete deposit. Now if I go back to the banking make deposits window, I'm going to click all those transactions that are in here, including that 887.65, and the total should now match that 33,247. So I can click on these one by one, or I can just select all, which is what I usually do, and then unselect the ones that I know don't belong. I know that by the time I'm done clicking on them, I should have a total of 37, which is the count here on the Card Connect window. Yes, sir.
So, what's the thickness that you have? The thing was
That thick, 1/8 inch, and then it goes up from there.
How much is 2 sticks of those?
2 sticks is they're 20-foot sections, and 2 of those after tax is 70.90. Four sticks? Yeah, man, for sure. Is that all you need?
Can you cut them in half?
Yeah.
Oh, you think this was separate?
What else, bud? Is that it for you, man?
How much is a little?
No, those are 4-inch hinges. Those are gonna be. Those are $8.
Yeah, just the
Four. So 4 2x2 1/8 inch angle cut in half. 152.63. There you go, man. One share spoons for the guys out in the warehouse.
All right.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man. You have a good weekend.
You too.
Thank you. Hello, ma'am. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Thank you. Coming from the Sisson Group, right?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
You want me to put a PO job number or anything under you? Okay.
Actually, yes. Meters.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
Meters.
Meters.
MEA.
Yes, ma'am. This is Eric with Bits Metals. Can you please hold?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Perfect. And this is tax exempt as well. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. It's $89.35.
And I've got this is a prototype,
Yes, ma'am.
but I'm gonna be doing like 33 sheets. Can I get some?
Yeah. So the system will automatically bring the price down based on volume. I know the it's like 8 sheets and it drops the price.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. But whenever you do need them, give us a call and because the price of steel goes up and down. So if you want to give us a call, we'll quote it out at that quantity.
Okay.
But yeah, there'll be a price cut on it.
Well, as soon as it's landed, I'll just order it so I can.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but do let us know that it's that you're ordering that much so we can give you a price cut on it.
Yeah, because I think I got it for like 75 maybe.
Yeah, I think after 8 sheets, it goes to like 70. If I'm right, it's 73, 75.
Okay, cool.
There you go. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
You have a good weekend. You've been here before?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, one's for the guys in the warehouse. Thank you, ma'am. Sorry for the wait. This is Eric with Bits Metals. How can I help you?
Hey, Eric, it's Russ Kinsey. I called you about 30 minutes ago about that 2x3 11 gauge.
Yes, sir.
Cut.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to be to you guys at 11:56. I'm 38 minutes away. You are going to be closing at noon. Do you need to go ahead and charge me for that and go ahead and get a cut set out to the front? Or
Yeah, I can definitely do that if that's okay with you, and I'll slap the invoice on the material out there as well. Because I know the guys, they usually close the front gate like around 11:57 or something like that. But I can go ahead and have them. I don't know if they've completed it, but I can have them stage it outside if you want.
Yeah, that'd be
Perfect. Okay, so the total is 121.40. It's tax exempt. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm ready for a card whenever you are.
All right. Let me get it out of my pocket.
Yes, sir.
That is 4147.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
1066.
Okay.
9507.
Expiration date
10 of 28.
and security code.
746.
Got it, sir. I'll go ahead and put an invoice, a copy of the invoice on the material, and I'll make sure the guys leave it out there by the mailbox.
Thank you very much.
You have a good weekend, sir. Thank you. The small ones are 30 cents. The bigger ones are 47 cents. Yes, sir. I'll get your bag as well. Yes, sir. What up, son? Yes, sir. Those are 12 of those is $9.60.
Okay.
Is that okay?
You gotta have some fun.
Yeah, they're 80 cents a piece, I think.
How much are the stars?
Those are prefabricated. Yeah, those are $3.
I'm trying to figure out where I was welding when I was in the game.
Oh, because of the sharp corners.
Yeah.
Ninja stars, man.
I know. That's the moment that I took in the game.
And someone calling you, I'm gonna sue you. Cut myself. It's at 15.48. Yes, sir.
Here we go, bro. There's the beach trailer so far. That's all the metal we've got.
Oh, dude, that looks cool, man. You never showed me a picture of it. That's badass. Dude, did you fabricate the whole thing, or is that a piece of something? Yeah?
That's all your steel, bro.
That's fucking awesome, dude. You just chill out there and fucking fish?
Yeah, those are those pieces that we picked up on the scrap site.
Yeah.
We welded them all and painted them up. And there's the top rail. And you climb up there, and that's where you fish, man.
Dude, that's fucking awesome, man.
There's the outriggers we got from you. Like, we were trying to figure out how to slide
Yeah.
them. We got all the outriggers.
You gotta, yeah, so you can level that out and
See
everything.
this open space here?
Uh-huh.
That's
You're
what
gonna
the
close it?
angle's for, is we're going to make awnings that come up.
Oh, so you can pick them up, and that's where you're looking for the hinges.
Yeah, so that's going to be and then we're going to close it in. This I'm just going to close in permanently.
I got you.
But this side's going to close, and then we'll get to the back, and we'll figure out a doorway back there.
That's pretty fucking cool. I've never seen it, man. That's cool. Is that your kid?
Yeah, that's
Yeah?
the trailer we've been building, man.
But the other guy comes in.
Yeah.
Is that your boy? That's a
Mhm.
cool memory, man. That's badass. He's gonna remember that. That looks dope. That looks super cool, man. Put a little generator in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, we run it off the truck.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, like the truck's got an inverter in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we splatter painted everything.
That looks nice.
Yeah, so we put little...
What is it on the bottom? Wood?
Yeah, we just decked it.
Nice.
Wood?
Yeah.
We built all that. And then we just used rebar for like all the inner railing, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, rebar's fucking strong enough, and it's...
Yeah, so that was like, those are the pieces that we picked up on the scrapyard.
Yeah.
We welded them.
I remember those. Yeah, that's dope, man. I've never seen it. I got a boogie for ID, man. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, you're true. There you go.
Just see photo ID in the back, man. You could be a secret shopper, just kind of. Thank you, man. We've never gotten a secret shopper. This is the 5 years I've been here, man.
This stuff to make the barrel lock so that the sides, when they come down, I can lock them back in.
What do you mean?
These pieces, like those little hinges.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
take a piece of rebar, make me my own little handles. Like
Yeah.
slide them in so I can
You can
lock
just bend it, heat it up, and bend it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna weld these
That's dope, man.
Frank is in a full picture of it.
But that's for is that are you guys keeping that or are you selling?
That's strictly for.
That's for y'all?
Yeah, dude.
That you're receiving.
We spent a little bit of time, man.
Looks nice though.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you can't go buy them. Yeah, that's like he slept on it, man. Christmas Day.
Yeah.
He slept on the top.
I would too, man. That's a dope man.
He was just out there fishing all night.
Did he catch? Of course he did.
No,
Yeah, no, didn't he? But I mean, that whole thing must have been fun, just all in itself, dude. That's cool.
Yeah, we got a few more lights on it.
Yeah.
A little bit more into this.
A little cooler or a little mini fridge somewhere in there, man, and you're chilling.
We're only like a mile from camp. Bro.
Okay.
So this is just so that like, I mean, we set it up and leave it on the beach.
Yeah.
Like, we're down there.
Yeah.
We just set it on the messes.
Yeah. No, for sure. I mean, you could even put but I don't think anyone will be that shitty. But they do sell those locks, right? Those hub locks.
No, man. But I did it. I took a big ass piece of like 8-inch, and I put it over the hitch, and I'm gonna weld on the puck lock.
Okay.
I just took a big ass piece of 8-inch out of the house and a 4-inch plate.
Yeah.
And it goes over the whole hitch, and then I put it so that you can put padlocks on it.
Can't lift it. It can't hitch into it.
Shit.
I got you.
And that's for security when it's a camp and when it's gone.
Yeah.
Worrying about somebody taking you off the beach.
Yeah.
And nobody's gonna take that bitch far.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah. I mean, unless someone's really determined. I mean, but.
I mean, then it's identifiable.
I'll probably get up there and fish. I'll probably get up there and fish off of it, man. But I don't think I'm taking it.
Yeah. But that's what all this project's been about, dude.
That's cool, man. That's gonna be a. Yeah. Everything already set up. Where did you get the wheels from? Did you buy those new or something? Did you find a place? The wheels that's called the axle, right?
No. We bought a little cheesy.
Oh, the trailer itself. So you just built it up.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And just built up from there. I got you. And do you have to re-register that, or you can just tow it as you please, or?
So we're at the beach, man. So at the beach, you buy a parking sticker.
Okay.
So I'm not saying a parking sticker trumps the state of Texas, but if you go down and you spend $10 and you put a sticker on the side of that motherfucker,
no one's gonna fuck with you. I got you.
The cops won't even ask for license plates.
Yeah.
Because you're on the island.
Yeah.
I mean, you're on the island. You buy a beach sticker, man.
You should be. Yeah, unless they're really being stuck.
You get 2 or 3 beach stickers on there, like you're local. Man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. Probably get up there and fish off of it.
Yeah, I mean, you play fair, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't say you have to tag your trailers, but you put a beach sticker on there, you do the house deal, man.
She's not gonna mess with you.
Yeah.
Ask you if they can fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's what I was saying. I just didn't know.
He's driving from our property down over to the beach, and once he's on the beach,
you're good.
Well, nothing has to be registered anyway.
Yeah, because it's only on the road, right? Itself while you're.
So now you're on the beach. I mean, you got a golf cart, 4-wheeler, whatever.
Yeah.
So when he tags up, it goes around the corner with that thing, and it's like, you know.
I got you.
They got people that have fucking buses with the tops chopped off.
Oh, really?
They're like, you know, dude, they got.
Okay.
We're low end.
Yeah. That's cool though, man. That's a badass project. Yeah, I remember you telling me about it. I just never seen it.
We'll do it again. Like a lot of people have 16-foot trailers.
Yeah.
Like this.
Like a party one and get everyone up there.
And they rent those.
That'd be cool.
Dude, it costs $250 a weekend to rent one.
To rent one of those? Oh, that's good. I mean, it ain't, as long as you just freshen it up with some paint, it ain't gonna fuck up on you. It's not gonna rust through or anything.
And some of those dudes leave them down on the beach, and they have a sign that says rent.
Oh, really?
You just roll up to the call and like, all right, go down there in a minute with my machine, and we'll rent the trailer.
Load it up. That's awesome, dude. That's a good idea. Yeah.
That's where I got the idea for the trailer.
Yeah.
There's some guys kind of like, you know, they have welders too.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Resourceful. That's awesome, man.
But you can't, like I said, where do you go buy a trailer like that?
Or if you do, they're gonna charge you fucking a shit ton for it. It's gonna be a custom-made fishing trailer. You know what I mean?
You gotta go right to a trailer company, and then you have to explain it.
Yeah. You found the business, man. You have a good one, man. So now I found this one for $88,066.82. That's the total right here. And the best way for me to find that is I sort through these transactions. These are columns that you can sort through, and I'm gonna look for the biggest amount here. So it's 28.55.49, and I'm gonna see that transaction where it was deposited or how it was deposited, and see where the discrepancy there is. So 28.55.49. I'm gonna go on QuickBooks. I'm gonna go to Customer Center, and just for the time being, it's really slow, so I'm gonna leave the reconciliation. Okay, and I'm gonna look for that amount. So I'm gonna go back into the QuickBooks window. I'm gonna go to the Customer Center, and I'm gonna look at the receipt payments from the month of January, and I'm gonna look for that amount, and then I'm gonna pull the report window and see how it was deposited. And more often than not, it just means I have to break that deposit so that it can all match. So I'm gonna go to receipt payments for last month, and I'm gonna sort this by the amount, and I'm gonna go down till I find 2,855. Which is right there, and I'm gonna double click on it. It's gonna open that up, that payment, and then I'm gonna go to reports, and I'm gonna click on transaction history, and then I'm gonna go down to the deposit, and so obviously this was deposited on its own. I need to join it to all the other transactions, so I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna do the exact same thing as in the first deposit, where I'm gonna delete this deposit as a whole, and then join the amounts together. And I'll show you how to hunt down the other amounts as well. Edit, delete deposit. Yes. Now I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna find the next biggest amount, just like I did the 28.55, 1501.17. I'm gonna go to it. Once I open it, I'm gonna go to transaction history, and I'm gonna pull, and I'm gonna double click on the deposit, and it's gonna show me what was deposited with this. So 52.11.33 is this one. So if I were to do the difference between what Card Connect shows against what QuickBooks shows, it's probably what the amount of that Raul Favela paid that was on a separate deposit for 28.55. So I'm gonna do 8,066.82. 8,066.82 minus 52.11.33 equals 28.55.49, which is this amount right here. So I'm gonna delete this deposit as a whole as well, and I'm gonna redeposit this. And now I'm gonna do it all together. I'm gonna go back, close everything out, go back to banking, make deposits. And I'm gonna do everything that was on the 20th. Just to give me an idea, I should end up with a total of 15 counts. And it's a running total down here. So 12 of it. Okay, so 80.66.62. So this total now matches that total. And I'm gonna click OK. And now I'm gonna reschedule, or I'm gonna fix the date to 01/20/2024. And now if I go back to my Excel sheet where I'm logging everything that doesn't match, I'm gonna unhighlight that, and I'm gonna find the next one. Again, this is what I want to do with everything that's from Merchant Bank. Merchant Bank is equivalent to Card Connect or Card Point. So whenever you see merchant bank, you can find these deposits and what makes these up if you go to the CardPoint website. The ones that are slightly different are the ones from Intuit. We constantly take payments. We commonly also take payments from online payment links that are sent from the Intuit website. So the ones that are on Intuit, you're going to find them by going through the QuickBooks software itself. And I'll show this one that I'm about to highlight in blue. So this is Intuit, and this is how I look to see what this deposit is. And I want to find and make sure why it's not on QuickBooks, and if it is, how it's logged incorrectly so that I can fix that. So what you want to do is go to company and go to customers, and go to check card processing activities, and you want to go to the merchant service center. This is the equivalent of the Card Connect or the Clover terminal, except on the QuickBooks software. If you see a deposit that says Intuit and it's a deposit, this is how you would find what that deposit is, what makes up that deposit or those charges. Now I'm going to go to activity and reports, and I'm going to go to deposits. You can apply filters if you want. You can see them all. I know that it's a deposit made on 1/11, so I'm going to go for deposits of last month, and I'm going to search, and I'm going to sort them by amount so that they're easier to find, or if it just pulls up right here. So this amount, 6353.84, matches this amount, 6353.84, and I just need to find and see how these were deposited. So these are three charges: 2850, 2275, and 1222.84 together compiled. They make up this total. So I want to see how I deposited them within QuickBooks. I'm going to go back to the customers, go to the customer center, go to the received payments for last month, and I'm going to hunt those three amounts down. So 2850.20. I'm going to double click on the payment. I'm going to go to reports. I'm going to go to transaction history, and I'm going to click on the deposit, and I'm going to see how this was deposited. This was deposited on its own, so I'm going to delete it so that I can join it again. Deposit, delete the deposit. So I did the first of the three of 2850. Now we're going to find the next amount. Close the window out. The next one is 2275. Because these are sorted in order of amount, it makes it easier to find. 2275. I'm going to click on reports, transaction history, and see how it was deposited. It was deposited on its own. I want to join it so that it matches what bank shows, so I'm going to delete this deposit in QuickBooks. And lastly, I want to find the third amount, which is 1228.64. I'm going to double click on the received payment, go to reports, transaction history, go to deposit, and I'm going to delete this deposit. I'm going to close all my windows out, well, all but these, and I'm going to go back to make deposits, and those three amounts should now be on the register as pending to be logged. So 2275, 2850, and 1228. The total 6353.84, which is the equivalent of what hit the Bancorp South, 6353.84, and it hit on 1/11/2024. So I'm going to change the date. I'm going to click OK. And this is a warning that pops up. You just want to click yes. This is telling you that the amount you're depositing might not match what hit your bank, but we've already established that it does, and this is the total. So we're going to click OK. And now we're just going to match that date to what Excel shows as far as the date it was deposited, 1/11/2024. And save and close. Now I can go back to my Excel sheet and I can wipe that off as well because I know it's going to be correct. And I just want to go down the line and go through all of these and make sure that I unclick on them. Once I do all of these, the deposits, I'm going to do a few of these withdrawals and see or check payments and bill payments on here, and I'll show how to do those, how I do those as well. I'm going to go down the line here. I know that there's a deposit for Frisco ISD local for $37.67.10. And I don't show that in here, so I'm going to go to, that's an ACH that was made to the account, and sometimes they send us ACH remittances, sometimes they don't. So sometimes the only way we know is if we look and see that there's a payment received on the bank and and we just log it. So I'm gonna go back to that account. So for Frisco ISD 376710, and I'm gonna look through the open invoices and apply the payments, and it should match. So I'm gonna go back to customers, Frisco ISD. And we've got these three amounts open. So I'm gonna receive a payment for them because I know I haven't received it. It's not on the books. So this is an ACH they sent to us. We just haven't logged it. So I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna 3767.10, and it's gonna match exactly these two invoices. I'm gonna check that to check EFT the date that I showed that it was received, which is 1/12, and I'm gonna close this out. But now I have to go back and deposit it, and by that I mean going back into the banking, make deposits, and doing the exact same thing for that payment. 3767.10, and I'm gonna deposit it to 1/11/2024, which is the date that, or 1/12/2024, which is the date that hit. And I can delete this because now this is a go. The next one is for 36. I just showed how to do that for the bank. I'll do that as well, but I'll skip that one. This is progressive. Need to figure that out. And then two transactions here for the city of McKinney, 1164.30, 968.40. $968.40, got it right here. So it looks like they paid this invoice on 119.24. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that payment. Banking, make deposit, and deposit it on the exact same date that Bancorp showed that it hit. 968.40, find it in here, and match the date to 119. I'm gonna unhighlight this because I know I don't have to worry about it. Another one for, this is another, I'll do this one for Intuit. This is a 703.63. So again, to figure out, because this is Intuit, I know that I can go into QuickBooks and figure out what charges make up this total deposit and figure out where it's not matching. So I'm gonna close all the windows. This is just on my, so it'll run faster. I have multiple windows open. And start from scratch. I'm gonna go to customers, check card processing activities, and then I'm gonna go to Merchant Service Center. Once that window opens up, I'm gonna go to deposits, and I'm gonna sort and look for that date or that amount. Activity and reports, go to deposits. I want to look for everything for last month. I'm going to click search. I'm going to sort by amount. It's not sorting. 703.63. I see it right there. I'm going to open that up. And that's two payments. One for $541.25, one for $162.38. So I want to now look and see how I deposited these on or how I told QuickBooks that these were deposited, and join them or split them, whatever needs to happen. So I'm going to go to customers, customer center. I'm going to look for the received payments on both of those dates. So I'm going to go to the transactions tab, click on the received payments. They're sorted by amount. So I'm going to go down to 162.38. 116, 116. I'm going to go to reports, transaction history. I'm going to look at the deposit and see how it was deposited. Again, it was deposited on its own, so I have to join it. So I'm going to go to edit, delete deposit, click OK. It's going to send it back to my pending deposits window. I'm going to save and close, and I'm going to find the next one for 541.25. So I'm going to keep scrolling down on my receive payments window, 541.25. I'm going to open it. I'm going to open that up. The date matches 0117, 0117. I'm going to look, go to reports, transaction history, see how that was deposited. Again, deposited on its own, so I'm going to delete it, delete deposit, and click OK. Close that out, close it. So now I'm going to go to banking, make deposits, and I'm going to find those two totals and then join them, and that will match. 703.63. It's what Bancorp. These are the exported transactions from the Bancorp.com website. So 703.63 hit from Intuit on 118. So I'm going to click OK. I'm going to ignore this warning and click yes. And now I'm going to go, I know it hit on 118 and the total now matches. So I'm going to click save and close. Go back to my Excel window and I can unhighlight that. And I'm going to do that for everything that's highlighted pretty much. And go off of that. This is how I do the deposits. In order to log these right here, IRS payments and stuff like that, I just pretty much go, most of these are recurring payments, so I just have to look and see how I logged them the last month and copy them, and it's pretty straightforward. I'll just click one of these and figure and do that. So for example, this right here is a Ford Motor payment for $771.67. The way that I relog that on the account is I'm going to close these windows. I don't need them anymore. I'm going to go to list, chart of accounts. I'm going to open up the Cadence Bank. I'm going to do a quick report on it. It's going to show all the transactions, and I want to tailor this just to transactions of last fiscal year. And I would like to sort them by the amount, because more often than not, these amounts are the same every month. And in order for me to make sure that I'm logging them the same every month on QuickBooks, I just go back and I redo what I did the previous month. So 771.67. So again, they hit us every month. 0210, 0331, 0802, 0902, 0310. So I'm going to find this payment. I'm going to open that up. When you or when Justin are doing it, the right thing to do here is not just to put the 771.67, which is the total that Ford took out. The right thing to do is to account in QuickBooks how much of this 771.67 went towards the principal and how much of it went into interest. That can be done, and it should be done, so that at the end of the year when we do the reports that Lori asks as far as how much interest was paid or how much how much of the principal's left outstanding, we can go straight into QuickBooks and get that, and I have to go in through each and every account online and figure that out. If we were to log that every month on QuickBooks, it would be so much easier to do end of year, end of month reports, and you figure out what your interest is on pretty much everything, because it should be logged. We just don't. What we log is the total full amount, which is 771.67. I think I started doing that on the previous months, where I would go into the bank, and so this is the right way to log it, which is where you log out of that payment for 771.67, 524.32 went towards the principal, and 247.35 went towards the interest. Now, when I do a report at the end of the year, if I do this for every month that this charge hits the account, I can run a report for how much has been rang up on account 6200 interest expense for a 2023 Ford Mustang, and it'll tell me, QuickBooks itself will tell me at the end of the year you paid $10,000 worth of interest and $50,000 worth of principal, whatever that number is. But because we're not doing that, all we log is the full amount that hits. Then we don't really know how much of this 771.67 is principal and how much of it is interest. So I'm going to just copy this amount. I'm going to create a copy of it. I'm going to Make sure it goes to the same. And now I'm going to change the date to the date that it actually hit the bank, which is 0102. And I'm going to click save and close. You can do this a million ways. I like to highlight my cells to let me know that I'm done with them. So I did that one. Now I'm going to find this one for truest for 775.82. And I'm going to find that amount. I know that it's the payments that we do for the Jeep. So I'm going to click on it, and I'm just going to copy it. And again, same ordeal here. I know that 775.82 is paid towards this account, but I don't know how much of that is the principal and how much of that is interest. It could be logged. So I'm going to go ahead and click create a copy of it. And I'm just going to date it to 0105. 0105. And I'm going to click save and close. And now that I've done a couple, I'm going to do this to every single one of these transactions. Everything that I highlighted that I know hit the bank, but it's not logged on QuickBooks, or vice versa. And now I can close all my windows over here. Assuming that I've already gone and did all of these, I'm going to go back to banking, reconcile. And I'm just going to go down the line again and keep just crunching at this until I have no cells left to log. Until pretty much everything that I've highlighted is missing is logged on both ends. Okay, and now that I'm back on my deposits window, again, I'm going to go back and then just try to redo these again. So 33,200, it's logged and it's clicked, 8,066 and 82 cents. It's right here. It's logged and it's clicked, 8,061.81. I've yet to do that one. 63,53.84. It's here. It's logged and it's clicked, 37, 67.10. Logged in, it's clicked, 36.55. I've yet to do that one. 21.50.28. I've yet to do that one. 19.59. Haven't done that one. 11.64.30. Haven't done that one. 9.68.40. It's here now. 7.03.63. It's here now. And just to show, these should be on the opposite side window. So 7.71.67. It's going to be on this side. 7.75.82. It's going to be on this side. And I just usually unhighlight whatever I know I've already done. And I begin to resort again. And now I'm just going to go back again, clear the filter, and I just want to search through whatever I have highlighted. So these are all the ones that I'm missing, and you just want to continue to do this until you have nothing left. And yeah, that's pretty much how you reconcile the bank. Once this is reconciled against this, there should be no difference down here at the total mark. And your beginning and your ending amounts right here should match what the statement shows. So if I pull up the statement, the 62 credits, I know I'm missing 4 that I need to log, and the 144 debits, I've only logged 113 out of 144. That's why these numbers don't match. So the difference between this amount right here and this amount is all the transactions that have yet to be logged, which are all of these right here. And I'm just gonna go through them one by one until I knock them all out. That's how I reconcile the bank. One good example of what I was talking about as far as the Ford logging the interest, I think that needs to be done. When you are just reconciling the account now, I think that should be something that would help a lot if it was done. The way that I know how to do that is if I go to the Ford, I don't get the statements for the Ford online accounts. I think they go to your email, and I believe it's Andy at Bits Metals. But if I try to log into the account, for example, for any of the Ford accounts, if I still have the right email and password or the right password for it, I know sometimes you'll change them. I should probably communicate with you more as far as like if I need it or not. But this is what I do when I can log into the account. I don't have to change the account. I'll go into the Ford account. It sends you email and authentication method. So that's how I know where the statements are going to. They're going to your email. I'll open up my email, or I'll try to pull that email that comes down, and I log into the bank. Once I get the authentication code, I'll type that in. I'll submit. Okay, it's kind of glitching out. But once I'm here, the statements themselves that you receive, or the history, the payment history should show how much of it was to principal and how much of it went to the interest. So for example, this payment right here of $15,1274, I know this is a payment that is going to be logged in QuickBooks as such. $15,1274. It's actually, I think, one of the payments that needs to be logged. $15,1274. So this payment right here came out of Bancorp South for the total of $15,1274. The right way to log that is to tell QuickBooks how much of it is principal and how much of it is interest. And I'll do that now. I'll go back to the Bancorp checking account, and I'll see how I previously have been logging that $15,1274, and then just copy it. Go for everything for last fiscal year. I'm going to sort by amount, because again, they always usually take the same amount. And I'm going to go to $15,1274. And it's those right there. So I'm going to get one of these payments. I was doing that when I was working in the bank. I was in the back office. I was going through all the accounts and doing what of the payment was interest and what was expense. I know you pulled me out of the back office. I don't have time to do that now. This is time consuming. So this is how we logged it before, and this is how I started logging it again. I think someone needs to log the interest and everything on it to do it the right way. But yeah, so if I want to do it again, I'm just going to go over here and I'm going to open up an account. I'm going to open it and I'm just going to create a copy of it. I know the total is the same. I know it hit 124, $15,1274, of which $1264.17 went to the principal of that, and $248.57 went towards interest. Another thing I like to do is I attach this to the actual statement, so it's easier to pull up. If I'm ever running a report, it's night and day how fast I can bring this up. And I will click save and close. And now, because this is in a transaction that was I had not yet logged, I know I can unhighlight it from here. I have logged it correctly on QuickBooks, and now I can go to banking, reconcile, and that will now be a pending transaction that I have to click on. So which gets me closer to clearing out all of these right here. And the best way to find, if you're looking through a charge that you don't know how to log it, the best way to do it is to do exactly this, which is, I'll do it again. So for example, if I'm looking at any of these accounts, my window's just frozen. But if I just click a random one for here, let's say this Nationwide for $337.39, you can. The best way to find it if you don't know how to log it into QuickBooks is I go to the bank account, on QuickBooks and I go open up a quick report. I'm going to go through last fiscal year and I'm going to go about it two ways. I'm going to either sort by amount and look for that amount, if assuming that Nationwide takes the same amount every month, which I don't think they do. 377. See if there's a previous amount that I've logged. Yeah, 377.39 right here. And it's the same Nationwide. So I've already started logging it. I can double click on it, open it up. I know I have it under expenses, automotive insurance. So in order for uniformity, I just want to make sure I'm doing the same thing every month. And so I'm just going to copy it. And I'm going to click 0116. And save and close. And again, I've knocked that out. So I can go about it two ways. I can go down the line and do them all, or I can just do one by one. And now if I go back to and I try to reconcile again, now that'll be an option for me to click on, and it'll give me much